Hello friends, welcome to Net Chemistry. Today we will see how to predict shape and point group of few organic molecules. We have finished VSCPR theory all the postulates and how to predict the shape and point group of inorganic molecule. Now it is clear for you. So we will start today with the organic molecule. So let us see the shape and point group of organic molecule. First one I am taking pyridine. Pyridine belongs to the point group C2V point group. C2 axis is through like this. C2V point group. Pyridine is belonging to the point group C2V. C2 is at identity. C2 is at sigma XZ and sigma YZ. Sigma YZ is the molecular plane and sigma XZ is the plane perpendicular to the molecular plane and identity operation. So not only pyridine, all substituted benzene molecules, okay, mono substituted or di substituted benzene molecule, okay, this also belongs to the point group C2V. If you take X in mono substituted benzenes, I am taking chlorobenzene. C2 axis is passing through C2 axis is through the chlorine atom. Symmetry operations are E, C2Z, sigma XZ and sigma YZ. Okay. In disubstituted benzenes, one two disubstituted or 1,3 disubstituted benzenes are belonging to the point group C2V point group. So pyridine belongs to C2V, monosubstituted and disubstituted benzene will belonging to the point group C2V. If you see 1,2 disubstituted, C2 axis will be like this. Okay, here C2 axis is through this. So C2V point group, one monosubstituted and disubstituted benzenes belongs to the point group C2V. Pyridine molecule belongs to the point group C2V. This conformation of cyclohexane, both conformation of cyclohexane belongs to the point group C2V. The next is boron containing reagents, okay, boron, and you know BX3, boron containing reagent BX3 belongs to the point group D3H, right? This is a planar triangular molecule, belongs to the point group D3H, but if I am substituting one of the X, BX2Y, then it will be belonging to the point group C2V, right? BX3 is like this, correct? This is D3H point group. If I am taking like this, for example BCl2F, okay, not BCl3, BCl2F, then it will be belonging to the point group C2V through this C2Z, okay. C2Z is through this boron and Y molecule. If I am taking BCl2F, this is the C2 axis. This is the C2 axis and the molecule will belonging to the point group C2V, not D3H, okay. Boron containing reagents. In boron containing reagents, BX3 is BCl3. Boron trihalides are planar triangular molecule, belongs to the point group D3H, you know. But if I am replacing one halogen atom with another different one, if for example BCl2F or anything, BX2Y type belongs to the point group C2V. Now you know organic molecule, monosubstituted and disubstituted benzene will be C2V point group. Pyridine molecule, cyclohexane, both conformation will be C2V point group, and boron containing reagents BX2Y type will be the C2V point group. Another one thing I am taking formaldehyde. If you see formaldehyde, carbon valency is 4, so 2 hydrogen atom and oxygen atom. This is a bend shaped molecule. Okay, this belongs to the point group C2V point group. This is the C2 axis of rotation, C2 axis, and one is the molecular plane, the plane containing the molecule, and one is the plane passing through the principal axis. One is the plane passing through the principal axis, that is what plane perpendicular to the molecular plane. Okay, E C2 sigma xz and sigma yz. So formaldehyde belongs to the point group C2V point group. Now we have seen all the C2V point groups: boron containing reagents, pyridine molecule, mono and disubstituted benzenes, and not para substituted. Okay, mono and disubstituted benzenes 1,2 and 1,3 substitution, and boron containing reagents, cyclohexane, this conformation. All these molecules will be belonging to the point group C2V. Clear? Next we will see DNH point group. DNH. Okay, DNH point group. If you see the case of naphthalene, okay, this is belongings to the point group D2H point group. D2H point group, that is what first DNH point group. In this, naphthalene belongs to D2H point group. C2 axis is through this C2X, C2X, C2Y and C2Z. Okay, C2X, C2Z, C2Y. Three C2 axes are there. In D2H point group, symmetry operations of a D2H point group, three axes of symmetries are there. One is through this, one is through the middle like this, and one is through this portion. Okay, three axes of symmetries are there. If three axes of symmetries are there, three planes will be there. Okay, and center of inversion will be there. If you see center of inversion from here to here, you will be able to find out hydrogen atoms here. Here also, here equal distance from the center, equal distance. If you are finding the same atom, there is a center of inversion present. So we will see what all are the symmetry operations of a D2H point group. So D2H, C2X, C2Y, C2Z, sigma xz, sigma yz and sigma xy, and center of inversion. Naphthalene, anthracene, and how many rings if you are extending also, you will be getting a point group of D2H point group. All these molecules are belonging to the point group D2H. Okay, and next one I am saying diborane, B2H6, diborane, or else Al2. Diborane, structure of a diborane will be six diborane molecule. Diborane molecule also belongs to the point group D2H point group. C2 axis, C2 axis and C2 axis. Okay, one is the molecular plane and two plane perpendicular to the molecular plane, and one plane is the molecular plane. Okay, so D2H, symmetry operations of D2H is symmetry operations of D2H E, C2Z is there, C2X, C2Y, and one is the molecular plane, sigma xy, sigma xz and sigma yz, and I is there, right? I, center of inversion is present. In D2H molecule, center of inversions is present. Even in case of Al2Br6, if you are taking the case of Al2Br6 also, the same model. Now see Al2Br6. Okay, aluminum, same like diborane like a structure. This also belongs to the point group D2H point group. E is there, 3 C2s are there, 3 C2s are through, one is like this, C2X, C2Y, one is through like this, and one is perpendicular, Z axis. Okay, and one plane is the molecular plane and two planes are perpendicular to the molecular plane, and the center of inversion, 3 sigmas are there and one center of inversion is there. Okay, this is the symmetry elements of a D2H molecule. So it is clear, all naphthalene, anthracene, etc., that type of molecule, diborane, Al2Br6, all this type of molecules are belonging to the point group D2H. Okay, clear? We have seen Disubstituted benzene 1,2 and 1,3 disubstitution belongs to the point group C2V. Now we will see 1,4 disubstitution. Para substitution. In this para substitution, if you see, this belongs to the point group D2H. There is 3 C2 axes are there, and it is clear that there is a center of symmetry, right? I operation, if you see from the center equal distance, you will find the same atom. So there is a center of inversion present. C2 axes are through this and C2 axis. Okay, 3 C2 axes are there, one molecular plane is there, and 2 plane perpendicular to the molecular plane you will be getting. So this belongs to the point group D2H, not C2V. So you have seen 1,2 and 1,3 substitution, ortho and meta. Ortho and meta substitution of benzene belongs to the point group C2V, but 1,4 disubstitution belongs to the point group D2H with the symmetry operations. E is there, 3 C2s are there, C2X is there, C2Y and C2Z, right? Then sigma XZ, sigma YZ and sigma XY, and then I. Center of symmetry is there. So para substituted benzene belongs to the point group D2H. Don't be confused, it is not belonging to the point group C2V, but 1,2 and 1,3 disubstitution belongs to the point group C2V, and mono substitution also C2V point group. It is clear? That is what D2H point group. Now I will say mono substituted disubstituted benzene we have seen. Only benzene, if we are getting a benzene molecule, this belongs to the point group D6H. Okay, D6H point group. Benzene belongs to the point group D6H, not D2H or C2V. This is D6H point group. Even ferrocene, you will take ferrocene. Okay, 5 membered rings, right? In ferrocene, if you see, it is belongs to the point group D5H. Ferrocene D5H, benzene D6H, and if you see tropylium will belonging to D7H. Next I am taking ethylene. Okay, CH2 double bond CH2, ethylene molecule. If you take ethylene, which point group it is belonging to? It is very clear, it is belonging to the point group of D2H, not C2V. D2H point group. Ethylene molecule is belonging to the point group D2H. But if I am taking, so 2 hydrogen atoms are replaced with the fluorine atom, then it is belonging to the point group C2V. Then C2 is there, 2 planes are there, there is no I operations is there. Here it is I is there, right? From the center, if you can find equal distance same atoms. Here it is not like that. If here it is hydrogen, here it is fluorine, there is no center of inversion, there is no 3 C2 axis, only 1 C2s are there. E is there, only 1 C2 is there, that is through Z axis, sigma XZ and sigma YZ. 2 molecular planes are there. So it is belonging to the point group C2V. But if you see the ethylene molecule, it is belonging to the point group D2H. Symmetry operations are E, 3 C2s are there, right? C2X, C2Y, C2Z, and 3 sigmas are there, and I operations are there, right? So it is belonging to, ethylene belongs to D2H, but if I substituted with the 1,2 fluorine atom, if I am substituting, then it will belonging to the point group C2V, and this is the case of cis. Let us check with the trans substitution. If we see the trans substitution, okay, trans isomer, if you see, this is belonging to the point group C2H. So ethene molecule belongs to the point group D2H. If it is a cis 1,2 difluoroethene, then the molecule will be C2V. The trans isomer will be C2H. There is an I and sigma XY. E, C2Z, sigma XY, and I is the symmetry operation. So trans isomer C2H, cis isomer C2V, and ethene molecule D2H. Same way we will see naphthalene. Okay, naphthalene, you know, D2H point group. If I am substituting naphthalene with the, here I am substituting chlorine. Okay, both side I have substituted 1,2 dichloro, then the point group will be reduced to C2V. And if I am substituting chlorine in a trans position, then the point group will be changed into C2H. Clear? This is a C2V isomer, C2V point group, and a naphthalene has substituted with the then this is a C2H point group. Okay, clear? Now we have seen naphthalene belongs to the point group D2H, right? And if I am substituting a mono substitution, only one hydrogen has been replaced with a chlorine atom, then the point group will be only E and sigma operation, molecular plane will be there. This is the molecular plane and identity. E and only sigma will be there. The point group will be CS point group, mono substituted, okay? And if I am substituting in a single ring, dye substitution I am making, but it is in a single ring. Here only I am taking chlorine. I have dye substituted, but the same ring only. Then also the molecule will be belonging to the point group CS. Only E and sigma will be there. Only molecular plane. This is the molecular plane. Molecular plane and identity operation will be there. The point group will be CS. Now you know everything about it, naphthalene. If naphthalene, if you are taking, it will be a D2H point group. I am substituting in both the rings chlorine atom, then it will be, if it is a cis substitution, then it will be C2V. If it is a trans substitution, in both rings I am doing trans substitution, then it will be C2H. In a single ring, single ring substitution, the molecule will be CS point group, and the single ring 1,2 dice. In a single ring only I am substituting this, then it will become the CS point group. Clear? So D2H you know now. CS you know, CS is only E and sigma is there, the only identity operation and one molecular plane is there, then the symmetry, then the point group is CS point group. See here I have written some of the shape. See first I have drawn a rectangle. Rectangle belongs to the point group D2H, okay. This is a square. Square will be belonging to the point group D4H. You can see the shape. You can match with the molecule as well, then you will be find out, okay. Square means D4H point group. If it is a scalene triangle, scalene means 3 sides are different, right? 3 sides are different, then it will be a scalene triangle. If it is a point group of a scalene triangle, CS, only E and sigma will be there, symmetry operations, okay. It is a scalene triangle, CS point group. If it is an isosceles triangle means 2 sides are equal, then it will be a point group, you know, C2V point group, right? If it is you take water molecule or anything, you will find out the same 2 sides are same, that is what isosceles triangle. If you take an equilateral triangle, for example, you can compare it with boron trihalides, right? It is a planar triangle, equilateral triangle, the point group will be D3H. And here I have taken a sharpened pencil. Sharpened pencil, it will be belonging to the point group C infinity. If it is a sharp, see, if it is a sharp pencil, there is no center of inversion present. But if you take an unsharpened pencil, I am taking an unsharpened pencil. This is an unsharpened pencil, right? There is a center of inversion present, so the point group will be D infinity H. Clear? Here it is a sharpened pencil will be belonging to the point group C infinity B. If I am taking an unsharpened pencil, this is not rectangle, unsharpened pencil, okay. Then the point group will be D infinity H. Clear? So rectangle will be D2H. I am asking you, if it is a rectangular table, if it is not rectangular table, then the point group will be C2V. Okay. If it is a square table, 4-legged square table, then this is not D4H. The point group will be C4V. Don't get confused. Okay. C4V. I am writing here rectangle table. If it is a rectangular table, the point group will be C2V. If it is a square, 4-legged square table, then the point group will be C4V, not D4H. If it is a square, D4H. If it is a square table, 4-legged square table, then the point group will be C4V. Where we have studied C4V, 5 bond pair and 1 lone pair present, square pyramidal shape, then it belongs to the point group C4V. We have seen in the last video. Here also the same only, square table C4V, but it is a square, it will be D4H. Scalene triangle, all the three sides are different, then the point group will be CS. Isosceles triangle, the point group will be C2V. And it is an equilateral triangle, it will be a point group D3H. Sharpened pencil, I is not there, C infinity V. Unsharpened pencil, it is D infinity H. Clear? Order of a point group, this is the last thing I am going to say about this topic. Okay, order, how to find out an order of a CNV point group and DNH point group. Okay, if it is a CNV point group, the order of the group is 2n. Order is nothing but the number of symmetry elements present in a group. Okay, number of symmetry elements. If it is a DNH point group, if it is 4n, order is 4n. CNV point group, order is 2n, and DNH point group, it order is 4n. So we will take C2V point group. I am taking a C2V point group. As per this, order will be 4. That is, number of symmetry elements for a C2V group will be 4. C3V point group, it will be 6. C4V point group, it will be 8. Like this. How to calculate the order? You have to calculate like this. For a C2V point group, order is 4. For the C2V point group, what are the symmetry elements? E, C2Z, sigma XZ and sigma YZ. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4. If it is a C3V point group, E is there, 2 C3s are there and 3 sigma V's are there. 3 sigma V's, 3, 2 C3, 5 plus 1, 6. That is what order of a point group. And we will see DNH point group, 4n. If you see D2H point group, if you take into 4, 2 into 4, 8. If you take D3H point group, so like this you have to find out the order. Order is nothing but the number of symmetry elements. You can write and see. If you write a D2H point group, I am writing the symmetry elements of a D2H point group. Same E, C, C2X, C2Y, C2Z, right? Sigma XZ, sigma YZ and sigma XY and I. Count it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is what order of a point group. You can find out if it is a CNV point group 2 into n, and if it is a DNH point group 4 into n is the order of the point group. Okay, clear? So you can take your CSIR syllabus now. You can put a tick mark for all these shapes and point group. We have completed with all inorganic molecule and organic molecule. I know one part is left behind, that is applications of a character table and its applications. We will see in the last video character table and applications. In the next video we will discuss about the term symbols, how to find out the term symbols. Okay, if you like this video, please subscribe and to be continued. Thank you for watching.